Clear Shots is brought to you by Pinecast. Use the code R-63F8FB to get 40% off your first 4 months.
Don't give them clear shots! Don't give them clear shots! Don't give them clear shots! Don't give them clear shots!
I think it's because we haven't talked about Droidicas yet.
No.
We haven't talked about Droidicas in quite a few episodes,
Quite a
actually.
few, yeah.
Oh, wow.
The problem is when we had Josh over last week or the week before, we were post podcast drunk before we started the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
And I guarantee you that Josh was drunk before he got here.
Yeah.
Well, I saw that you guys posted it as being like the most drunkest.
Probably the drunkest one we have available to listen to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would say. Yeah, that we have available to listen to.
Yeah. But it was good because it was genuine because it was just hanging out, reconnecting, and getting drunk together.
No, it was mostly you yelling shit.
Probably.
The second part was at least.
I don't remember it mostly.
All right.
Yeah.
I don't remember most of it.
I mean, you came up with like a movie idea for
the WWE to
like a
WWE 007.
Yeah.
Okay.
The rest of it I don't remember. I know I got into a couple of rants probably. I haven't listened to it yet.
I think we talked about the 96 Bulls.
Oh yeah, we talked about the 96 Bulls versus all these other teams.
All right.
NBA. That's when you know it gets bad because I get into historical hypotheticals, and then we just wouldn't Josh is just sitting here like. Meh.
Well, you know it's good when you start talking about Scottie Pippen.
It was still fun. We had a good time. I mean, if it wasn't a good podcast, it was a good hangout sesh because we were hanging out for like 3 hours beforehand.
Yeah, because the microphones wouldn't work.
Yeah, like we didn't start till like 10:30.
They weren't
hung out the whole time.
That one wasn't working today either, and I had to. What I did was I reset the my entire USB everything on my computer.
Huh.
I was like, I'm going to erase everything, and then it worked.
To do that every time now.
No, I think what happened was it was like registering 2 microphones as the same one.
That happens. Yeah, that happens.
Like because they had the same name.
Right.
These two are the same microphone.
Right. Okay.
So it was like when you'd plug one in, it would work, and then when you'd plug the other one in, it would cut off the other one and make that one the one that's active. So I would just like reset everything, and it named all of them individually. So I think I fixed it. But every time I do a podcast, there's a different audio issue.
Yeah.
I also have to balance the audio out in these. They're fucking quiet a lot of the time.
Huh.
I agree. And then they'll spike up for like a couple minutes, then they'll go back down.
I was going to say, the last time I was on, the videos for all of that seemed pretty good audio-wise.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like it's not like they're horrible quality as far as, they're not very like, they don't equalize very well. So like you could talk really loud and it's going to be really loud.
Right.
Like, whereas if you talk quietly, it's going to be fucking quiet. So it's not like, certain microphones will be able to equalize that shit automatically. But they're expensive microphones, and they're also not USB microphones. They're like, you'd have to have like an audio interface and all that shit.
XLR. And
yeah, fuck that.
inputs.
Too much work. Too much money also.
HDMI. They make HDMI microphones.
What?
They do? I can't imagine that's possible.
Thing I've ever heard.
Isn't HDMI like also a video input?
Yeah. I have no clue.
Yeah, high definition media.
Well, back in the day, it used to be the fucking the red, yellow, and white.
Yeah.
Then there was that weird
component cables.
Yeah, it's like one's for audio and like two are for
video. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it was the other.
No, it's 2 audio and
yellow was audio, white and red were left.
It's
and right.
left and right audio. Yeah.
Then there was also for the Xbox, they had the green, blue, and red.
Mm-hmm.
Which was like a knockoff HD sort of thing. It was like HD before HDMI, which was weird.
Yeah.
But there was another one. It was like they
used to give you both.
the S video cable. You ever use that one?
I think so.
That was like the bridge between the yellow, white, red, and then the green, red, blue.
Well, a lot of things are switching.
It was like it was 16 by 9, but it was still like 320p. It was really bad.
Yeah. I think HDMI is here to stay for a while.
Right.
I think USB is switching over to USB-C because evidently it's faster.
So my phone charges in like
I wouldn't know, to be honest.
They're faster. They charge faster. That's pretty much all that I know. That
Thunderbolt cables were the future for a little bit, and then Apple didn't do anything with them, so nobody else did anything with them.
Well, what are they up to now? Like 4.0 for USB or something like that?
I think so.
Technically.
Yeah, that technically is what
it's 4.0, but 4.0s are also C cables.
Okay. Right.
If I recall correctly. Because I didn't even have a USB-C cable until I got the Razer phone. Like, my MacBook doesn't have a USB-C adapter, but the laptop that I'm getting, the new one, it's only USB-C, which is weird.
Everything's USB now, like micro USB or USB-C.
Yeah, it's the best cable. I hated the mini USB, which was for the PS3 controller, which was like super skinny cord, but the input was fat. Like the input was fatter than the cord, which was really annoying.
I have millions of fucking
micro
USBs.
Yeah, guaranteed. Everybody
just
should
laying around everywhere because it comes with everything.
Yeah.
Right.
And you just get them with everything, so you just either leave them in the box and throw them out, or you just take them out and fucking.
Do you guys remember the fucking cable for like PS1 and Nintendo and stuff? That was the cable. Like it was the same cable that you would screw into your cable box or whatever.
Yeah,
for your console.
With the little,
and with the little needle.
Yeah,
and it would push into the console, and then you screwed the cable box in, and then your channel 4 was automatically the game.
Yeah,
that was the coolest shit, and I want that back. Because fuck channel 4.
It's almost like for like older computers, like the 16 pin.
Yeah,
you know.
Well, some of them were channel 3.
You could switch.
I was gonna say, I think mine was originally channel 3.
My Mad Catz one, you could switch between the two.
Well, that's important because you need that,
I guess. I also had a Mad Catz one that was GameCube, Nintendo 64, PS3, PS2, PS1, and Xbox 360 and Xbox original.
Oh, it's like a
universal one. It was like 4 or 5 different.
Like a split.
There's 4 or 5 different split ones.
Yeah, you can do that with. I have like a 3-way one, so it's all the red, yellow, and white things, and there's 3 of them, and then they come out. There's one output, and then you just switch it to one of the 3 things. It's for the PlayStation and the original Xbox.
I miss when technology was like revolutionary but still clunky.
Yeah,
I wish things weren't as seamless. I mean, I say that now. I miss when things were like really fucking broken and like clunky as shit. Like you would need like 8 cords to work something.
I miss when things were shitty.
I liked figuring out how stuff worked. You know. I miss that. I miss cords with controllers, actually, too. I love having...
You can do it. You still can get them.
Yeah, I know you can, but, like, I don't want to. I miss corded controllers.
Even the wired ones, you just plug in with a USB cable.
That's a good point.
Like mine, both of the ones I use for Xbox and PlayStation, they both charge the controller while I'm playing, so... It's either I'm wireless or I'm charging it to be wireless, but I'm still playing at the same time.
Is obsolete now that you miss?
I think I already know something, and it's hilarious that you said your phone was a Razer phone. Do you remember the original Razer phones?
Like the Motorola's?
The flat.
Yeah, the actual ones that actually had like the keyboard and everything.
They had the front-facing cameras.
I miss phones having a keyboard.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the ones that would slide out.
Yeah.
Like
I actually missed that.
Like the fucking the NV, the Verizon NV3, and the Blackberries. Blackberries were like
BlackBerry was like the original personal assistant device.
They still make Blackberries, but they sell to corporations.
Right.
So the corporations can all have, like
when
people get like a business phone they get a Blackberry.
Did we talk about
Did you just spit on the floor?
Yeah. Did we talk about the new Razer? Is it Razer? No, Motorola. The new Motorola like concept
with
that
the
they
fucking with the attachments.
It's a touch screen, but it folds. It folds closed. So it's like a touch screen on both sides.
Huh.
Like a DS.
Somehow it closes like this, and then there's another touch screen half on the front.
Okay, I think I did see that somewhere.
Yeah, it's just a concept, but I don't know how the fuck they're gonna do it.
Yeah.
But the flip phones are the best because you can hang up on people like with attitude.
Right.
You know what I mean? Now you can't do that. You're just like...
I just really like the keyboard
Mm-hmm.
Like, I really...
I think you can buy Bluetooth keyboards for phones.
No. I mean, I just don't like using my screen and shit.
This part was a keyboard.
Oh, yeah? That'd be cool.
That'd be cool, yeah. You should do that.
Right. Yeah, that'd be kind of cool.
I bet they have those. Because, I mean, they would just be Bluetooth keyboards. It's not a bad idea.
You have to have a Bluetooth keyboard for every phone, though.
Yeah, but if you had a case like that, and you could just attach it to it.
Looks super good.
I imagine that probably already exists somewhere.
We're just ignorant.
We're just ignorant. Alright.
I'm just ignorant.
Yeah. Your mic is pointing at your dick, basically.
I told you it's going to happen every time.
Well, like it's...
I don't think it is going to happen every time.
I had a Walkman phone. Like, my first cell phone was a Walkman phone. And it could have 30 songs on it.
Yeah.
And if
I miss having, like, Zunes and fucking, like,
iPods.
MP3
MP3
portable
players.
CD players.
Yeah.
I had,
I had
anti-skip
CD players for, like, my whole first freshman year of high school.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had the massively mini media player. And
Yeah,
it was,
you were telling me about this.
Yeah, I remember this. We were hanging out. Yeah, it was literally this big. And it was like an MP3 player. Or it was MP4 player, but the screen was literally the size of my thumbnail.
Oh.
So if you wanted to watch a video, it was that big.
I used to have the iPod Video, which had like a decent sized screen on it.
Right.
I had like
The
movies
class,
on
like the
there.
iPod Classic that was like that. Those are the good
It was,
ones. My dad still has
it
one of
was-
those.
It was just a regular iPod with the wheel, like the touch wheel.
I
But
miss
it had like a
those.
decent sized screen that would play movies and shit. I had the Pick of Destiny. Oh my god. I had the Pick
You
of
see how
Destiny.
well
That
that
isn't going to change the microphone falling down though. What you just adjusted. So
It's like falling right now.
yeah.
You'd have to tighten it right here with like a...
Well,
nail
or
on
you
it
could just
something.
flip it upside down. That's the way to do it.
Is this a running joke? Is this the rickety cricket of
think it
clear
is.
shots?
Yes.
Is just every episode I have to finagle with this fucking thing?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
the funny
you
thing
keep
is, like,
messing with it.
the funny thing is, I had it all set.
I had
And
it
then
all
when you
set
come in,
too.
then when you come in, you change it all.
I mean, I won't lie. I have like a tendency to do the same thing too, but
Yeah,
It's less
I know.
egregious.
I just leave mine right here, and then the most movement I have with my mic is like from here.
right. Yeah.
That's it.
Moving it too much, man.
I don't have my own strength.
He doesn't know his own strength.
You're like the Hulk,
No, I'm better than the Hulk.
And then so
Jake.
I had
I
the
am Steve-O.
no, not really. So I had the iPod Video, and then I switched. I got the iPod Touch, which was literally just an iPhone without the phone.
Right.
That's pretty much what. All
Yeah,
it
I
was.
remember using mine
I totally forgot
exclusively
those
for
existed.
4chan.
Mhm.
Like, little Wesley had one and I had one, and I went over. I was like 10. And I was like, what website is that? 4chan.
I used to have a
we
phone
are.
and the iPod Touch, so it was almost
I was
like
in
I was carrying
Menses.
two phones.
I was in Menses first, and then I found 4chan. Now I'm at AA.
I can't deal with 4chan. Like, the format is so bad. There's
No, it's
no like actual.
Structure? That's
Structure
the
to
best
the-
part.
It's okay.
It's
like,
just,
I don't
it's
know.
like a Mad
I just-
Max world.
You go
So
on
maybe
there.
you go on, maybe there's something you want to see, maybe there's not.
And everybody's anonymous.
Sure.
So,
That's the
like,
best
it's
part.
so weird.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody's already anonymous, though. Like, you're on the fucking internet.
Yeah, but you can't be tracked on that one.
I
Yeah, I was
mean,
gonna say people that are really good can track you no matter what.
yeah, you probably
But like, it's all about the steps.
I mean,
Oh,
yeah.
you found, you know my username, you know everything. Oh, if you really want to track me when I'm anonymous, you gotta, get my IP address.
And finding that is a lot easier than you think.
Yeah, nowadays.
yeah, but it's
I
like,
don't know how to do that, but I know there are people that know how to
winning
do
the
that.
Super Bowl is a lot easier than you think. I've never won it, but like
Yeah.
Tom Brady's won like 6.
Yeah.
Okay, comparing.
I was doing a straw man
finding
argument.
an IP
I was doing a
address.
really good straw man right there. Broccoli hand straw man. Straw man Dan. The secret.
Strawman Dan.
I mean, winning the Super Bowl is easy as long as
You're
you
Tom
first you
Brady.
gotta get there.
First, you have to be the Patriots.
Yeah.
And secondly, you have to be that guy that's in the Patriots.
And then you have to be the team that has more points than the other team at the end.
Yeah.
Okay,
Or
what
just
all
be
you
the
gotta do.
Patriots.
What if one team won and then they just started stabbing the other team? Would they revoke the title?
Just like right at the end, they're like, we won.
That's just their way of celebrating, dude. You can't be...
It's cultural
They
appropriation.
actually just kill everyone in the Patriots.
Yeah, it's just the cultural difference, dude. Some people celebrate by stabbing people. Some
Like,
people
we're from
riot.
Transylvania, and they just start fucking biting each other on the throat.
Yeah. I mean, it's not really... Is it really any different than people who riot after World Championship games?
Yeah, did you see a guy got fucking beat to death at the World Cup yesterday? Argentina lost to Belgium 3-0, and Argentina fans beat this guy to death. Like, beat him to death in the stands after they lost.
That doesn't surprise me at all, actually.
Yeah. It's a good thing to
Soccer's
do.
crazy, dude.
It's the fanaticism that comes with almost all forms of like sports really, really weirds me out.
Yeah.
Right?
And it's actually one of the reasons why I don't like sports. Is because people are competitive without actually even being like remotely athletic.
competing.
Like,
They're just like, oh, my team's better than your team, and it's just like,
they're competing
How?
They're competing
Yeah.
vicariously. Like,
Yeah.
it's fucking weird.
it's
like a
like
surrogate.
you just hope that your team just magically has a good lineup of players.
Yeah.
Whatever game it is, you know, basketball, football, baseball.
and also a ton of luck.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
like what it is
sometimes.
you
I
commit...
mean, if you have LeBron, it's just like you're automatically going to win.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
guaranteed.
Yeah.
Except for it's not, though.
Except for this year. except for this year and last year.
Yeah.
This year was close until the finals.
Yeah, and then when they lost, they couldn't go any farther because they lost.
It was kind of. It was really. It was like
so
the
who
most-
ended up winning?
the Warriors did again.
Oh.
It was cool. Like, I'm fine with it now because I know that they're going to be the overlords. So you might as well enjoy them while you have them. Because
I mean, that's Durant and Rice? Or
Curry.
Curry, yeah. Curry, yeah.
Stefan.
They're both foods.
Yeah, that was good enough.
I knew exactly what you were
Rice.
going to do because we called him that before.
Yeah, his actual name is Falafel.
Stefan Falafel Curry Rice.
Good enough.
Stefan
I'm
Falafel
hungry.
Hands.
I'm fucking
Falafel
starving.
Hands Stefan. Curry Hands Stefan. I don't know. I'll write a song about it.
Wisconsin.
It's one of those things.
6 cheese Stefan. We got feta and cheddar. And you don't know it better. We got provolone and Toblerone and we
Toblerone.
Toblerone's not even a cheese, is
Isn't
it?
that the chocolate?
Yeah, I was thinking of Swiss.
Swiss is the same. Yeah, it's the same.
Swiss
thing.
is the cheese, but Toblerone is the Swiss chocolate.
Swiss is the one with holes. Why does it have holes?
It's the way it's pasteurized.
It just
and,
has
like,
holes.
made, yeah. It's something weird to do with the fermentation of the cheese. I'm talking out of my ass. But
It just
it's got to be
gets
something
holes.
like that.
It's a fucked up.
Some
What's your
cheese.
favorite cheese?
favorite cheese?
I like Havarti. I like provolone.
I won't lie, I had a bad experience with provolone. I threw it up, and it didn't taste good, and I don't like it.
Gouda
like,
cheese is really good.
I like
What'd you say?
goat
Gouda cheese.
Goat
Gouda?
cheese?
Gouda.
Gouda. So that's the one I don't like. That's the only cheese
I also like what's the really fluffy shit?
Feta?
No.
Brie?
Brie's good.
I
like
love
brie.
brie cheese.
I was gonna say, I actually like
ricotta
goat
cheese.
Yeah, ricotta.
Oh, yeah. I like ricotta more than cottage.
Ricotta
I
is
have,
cool.
like,
It's
mixed
just like
feelings about it.
it's just a texture thing.
Right. It's one of those things where I feel like it can be overpowering if it's too much.
Mhm.
You know?
Yeah. If it's too much, you
Yeah.
gotta have you gotta mix 10 other cheeses.
I absolutely hate cream cheese.
Yeah, cream
I
cheese
mean,
is gross.
cottage cheese. That's what I meant
Yeah.
to say.
Cottage
I was gonna
cheese
say,
is
I like
also
cream
gross.
cheese for like, I won't
Yeah,
eat it on bagel.
bagel. It's okay, but
I won't put it on a bagel, but I like cooking with it. Cooking with
Yeah.
cream cheese, like using cream cheese instead of like milk.
Well, I mean,
It's
most people
really
make like buffalo dip with like cream cheese and whatnot. I think. So.
Yeah.
But cottage cheese is weird.
I don't like that my dad eats it out of the container.
All parents do.
All parents do
All
that.
parents
It's the
do
weirdest
that.
So
thing,
gross.
dude.
It's like as soon as you hit like that 35 plus and you have kids, you're just like, oh, I'm just gonna eat this cottage cheese. I'm just
Time to start eating cottage cheese.
immediately.
It's like
As a rule.
16 you get to drive, 18
Yeah.
you're allowed to buy cigarettes, 21, you're allowed to buy booze. 26, you're taking off your family's insurance. 35, you can stomach the taste of cottage cheese.
Yeah, like there
Dude,
has to
old
be a
people
milestone.
love cottage cheese. At the Manor, people order cottage cheese plates all the time.
Do they eat with dates?
No, we give them
Prunes?
we give them pears and peaches and pineapple. The 3 Ps.
That's good.
Yeah.
So they do a lot.
But
of
they
peas.
dip it, or they just like, I saw one guy, he had like a bowl, and then he had, fruit and cottage cheese, and he just mixed it all together and just like ate it by the spoonful like that.
I like how we're talking about cottage cheese.
It's kind of that's basically a fruit salad with cheese.
Cottage cheese,
With
yeah.
cottage cheese.
See, I like chocolate and cheese. You ever have like some chocolate and then you have like those Baby Bell things?
No.
Baby Bell cheese is great. I hated it, and then I found some in my fridge, and I was like,
Well, I feel like cheese and chocolate is a weird combo.
it's really good.
Yeah, like I know another like sweet and like I guess tart if you want to put the
Like
cheese
sweet
in
and
that.
savory.
Do they have
Yeah.
chocolate covered cheese?
Like people do like
I hope
apple
so.
pie and sharp cheese.
Yeah.
Like
Wine
I always thought that was a weird
Wine
thing.
and cheese.
Okay, that I can kind of understand. They're both fancy, you know.
yeah, that's about being fancy
I know,
smashy.
chocolate and
This-
cheese. I like.
But apple pie and cheese, that's
Cheese
That
is one of those
sounds fucking
things that like you can find like same with wine, and that's probably why they go so well together. You can find any cheese for any meal.
Yeah,
can
and
find
what's
any
crazy
wine,
about
yeah.
cheese is like as soon as you melt it, it's a completely different thing. Like it has
still
a totally
talking about
different
cheese.
fucking taste.
American
Yeah,
cheese isn't real cheese, but it's
no,
still
it
okay.
isn't. Back
It's
to your
a-
original
it's,
question, pepper jack.
Well,
Mic drop.
American
Pepper
cheese-
jack is great.
Pepper jack.
You can put pepper jack in anything, bud.
Pepper jack
American
cheese.
cheese is situational cheese. You know what I mean? Like it's
Burgers,
more situational.
grilled cheeses, and
Yeah.
giving to your dog.
Yeah.
I would still replace it all with pepper jack. If I were to make a grilled cheese, pepper jack. If I were to have a cheeseburger, pepper jack.
Yeah. Every once in a while, I'll munch on a Kraft single. You know what I mean? Just play around with it. They're fun to play with.
Just play with the cheese.
Yeah, they're like really, like,
you just open it up and
They're extremely malleable.
yeah. Yeah, you can play around with them quite a bit.
need like at least 2 or 3 slices to mold and make something. You know, like
Yeah.
some Play-Doh.
Yeah, like a gingerbread house made out of cheese. You know what I mean? Like a Kraft singles house. I don't think it would stand very
Yeah,
well.
because if it was like over 50 degrees Fahrenheit in that room, it would just.
It's gonna fall.
crumble.
Well, it's gonna fall either way.
American cheese. Which one's better, Kraft or Velveeta?
Isn't it the same? But it's Velveeta. But aren't they the same company?
Same guys.
Dude, Velveeta is salty as fuck. I can't eat that shit.
I like Velveeta, like shells and cheese. Is that what you mean? Or you mean the Velveeta in the fucking
You-
brick?
No, you can get Velveeta slices.
Dude, I always
Oh,
like
like Velveeta
the,
slices?
Yeah.
Oh, if we're talking about slices, it's
Well, it
Kraft
doesn't
singles.
matter. Just like cheese.
It's
I was just saying
Kraft
American.
singles, like classic
Dude.
American, yeah.
Well, that's the answer either way. That's
But the Velveeta, like they have Velveeta shells and cheese.
no, yeah, I know what you're talking about, but either way, it's Velveeta's just too salty.
Yeah, because there's either the Kraft mac and cheese, like the regular mac and cheese, or,
That's real
or
mac.
the shells, the little shells, because those are good. Because
Well, you have
once
to get
in
the
a
one with
while-
the liquid, not the liquid, but
Liquid
not.
gold.
Yeah, you can't get the powdered cheese.
Well, I like the shells because once in a while you get a little pocket of cheese. And
Yeah.
that's the
A
best.
little pocket.
He's got us there.
I don't know, man. Too salty.
You just gotta have.
I can get that. I can get behind that.
You just gotta have water, dude. You'll be fine.
Not hydrated.
You'll
enough.
make it.
Too much
I used
sodium.
to be obsessed with Swiss cheese, and then it just got like a weird aftertaste for me.
I think that's like the same thing with provolone. It's just like the taste of it
Yeah,
is just kind of.
Yeah.
like I like mozzarella. I think mozzarella is a good go-to cheese, like the little pull and peel sticks, and then just
Yeah.
like eating just whole slices of
Those
it.
are sick.
Like yeah,
You
Those
gotta have
Italians
those.
knew what was up when they created mozzarella.
I mean,
man.
mozzarella sticks are just fucking amazing in general. It's just cheese with fucking
Breading.
breading.
it's like
that's it.
it's cutting out the middleman, really.
Yeah. They're like,
So
okay,
they-
what do people like? They like deep
They like
fried
putting
shit.
cheese on their Triscuits. All right, cook it.
They like cheese and deep fried shit. So let's just
Basically.
do that.
We got an air fryer. My dad bought one off of fucking Amazon.
They're sick.
Yeah?
They're
Dude,
so good.
get one now.
Yeah.
Like they're so amazing.
Yeah, they are.
So, like, comparatively to, like, legitimate deep fried food.
It's
It's different. But
it's different, but it's better for you.
Right.
It's not as It won't get as crispy, but it also won't get as greasy.
It's still really good. You can do a lot of shit with it.
We did chicken wings. Like, we got chicken wings from Garofalo's, tossed them in for like 25, 30 minutes.
Right.
Yeah.
And then anything you buy that's supposed to be cooked in the oven, there's directions on the air fryer. It tells you, like, oh, frozen chicken or frozen fries, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Thing is, like, you can't do big batches of stuff. Like, that's
it's very small, like maybe this big, that deep.
Yeah.
But if you're just cooking for like 1 or 2 people, like my dad and I we found a big bag of sweet potato fries, so we just cooked sweet potato fries.
Awesome.
It's just amazing.
Fucking hungry.
That's when you realize how good, because most of the time you only get fried food if you go out somewhere. But then when you can fry food on the fly in your own house, you're like, holy shit.
It's a game changer.
This is, it really is, dude.
It's absolutely a game changer.
I mean, I won't lie. Like, my family has been, like, deep frying food since, like, I can remember.
Yeah, since Jesus left Chicago.
Yeah, basically, yeah. It's just, like, I don't know. Like, we still do, like, you know, deep fried, like, mozzarella sticks, french fries, onion rings, and it's just, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Smelling like grease and...
It just brings it back, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah,
It brings you back.
Obviously, I'm gonna love it, but, like...
I like the
There's a point where I'm just feeling a little bit of, like, guilt and shame, and I'm just like, man, my clothes smell like grease.
Yeah,
my hair smells like grease, and I know I just ate, like
grease.
5 times the amount of, like, a McDonald's large fry. And it's just like, screw it.
This is the funniest part, is watching Jay try and figure out the thing.
So this is a Smirnoff Ice Smash screwdriver. It is a 8% alcohol volume.
That's
and I'm gonna try it. It's a pint, and it smells okay.
Smash. What does it have in it?
I think it's literally supposed to be a screwdriver, like a Smirnoff Ice, but with like orange juice.
It tastes kind of like Sunny D.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, alcoholic Sunny D.
Yeah, that's why I buy it. Because I'm white trash and I'm in trouble.
It looks
Dude,
like...
why do you think I drank vodka and Monster? Are you kidding me?
I know, it's amazing.
What's cool, too, is it looks like people would think you're drinking an orange soda.
I mean, it basically tastes just like a crush with some vodka in it, yeah. I mean, it has a little bit more orange juice taste to it.
It is orange juicy, for sure.
I dig it. Yeah, that's not bad.
Only like $1.50 or something.
It's like a Tang.
Oh, gross.
I drink these all the time. Usually when I get home from work, I usually drink, if I have like a bad day at work, I'll drink they have a tall boy version. They have the peace tea size, which is hilarious.
That's pretty tall already, though.
That's monster size.
Yeah.
Your size is a monster. Yeah. 16 fluid ounces.
When I was a kid, I always thought it was fluoride ounces.
Fluoride?
It was like the government saying on it, man. Don't drink anything.
Yeah, you don't want fluoride ounces.
Don't drink anything that's measured in fluoride ounces.
Where'd you go to school again?
Fit you.
Okay, just curious.
That's why.
School of Hard Knocks. Duh.
Yeah. Well, they used to have...
growing up in fucking blue-collar, red state, Oswego, New York.
Well, I mean...
Dude, yeah,
you gotta give them some credit, because they did have Uncrustables in there, so...
Do you remember grilled cheese Uncrustables, or am I having a seizure whenever I think about it?
You're having a seizure whenever.
Do you remember grilled cheese Uncrustables? I remember getting them in school, and I remember getting them at home.
Grilled cheese.
They were Uncrustables that you put in the toaster. And... apparently...
Yeah, you can do that, though, with regular Uncrustables. Just pop them in the toaster.
The problem is sometimes with certain toasters, the cheese would get too hot and melt through and then start fires.
Right. But, I mean, the Uncrustables
would ruin your toaster.
I think I do know what you're talking about.
They're a real thing, and people get so fucking aggressive with me when I talk about them.
No, well, you can just get the PBJ ones.
It's like a Mandela effect. Like, they're, like, seriously pissed off. Like, you're bringing up something.
They're like, what are you fucking talking about? And I'm like, dude, grilled cheese Uncrustables. Like, I remember it was, like, 3rd grade or 4th grade.
You might not remember. Sad.
You're talking about milk in bags?
Milk in pouches.
Because everybody else talks about that, and I don't remember that either. I never experienced
What's
milk
funny
in
is
bags.
you have to be very strategic with that, because if you go through the other side, you're fucked. You have to only get the one side.
I won't lie. I only had them from kindergarten and 1st grade. Maybe 2nd. But I remember...
Yeah, they stopped because everybody would fucking just play with them.
Dude, no, I remember. I think it was just before my brother went to middle school. There was like a pseudo lunch fight where people were like chucking them and like stomping on them. And it was just making so much of a mess that like Kingsford Park Elementary School was just like, we're not dealing with that.
Yeah. And then we've got the cartons.
Yep.
I don't think grilled cheese Lunchables exist, dude.
No, Uncrustables.
Grilled cheese Lunchables?
Uncrustables.
Oh, Uncrustables. I don't think they exist either, though.
No, I definitely feel like I've seen something like that, though.
Oh, shit.
Yep.
Shit!
Yeah, dude. That shit.
Yes! No!
And you could put them in the microwave. That's what it was.
Yeah.
We put them in the toaster. They probably weren't meant for the toaster. We fucked up a couple toasters because of that.
you dingus.
You know what? I might actually try these.
They don't make them anymore.
It says it's on Walmart.com.
What? What the fuck are you talking about? You inconsiderate slut. What are you talking about?
While you two are doing that, I'm gonna do a moment where the first time I met Jake, we went to the Joneses' house and you were freaking out because they didn't have Pop-Tarts.
Yeah, dude. Because, want to know why? Is because my family, before my dad became Chris Jones.
God. They have way more Uncrustables than I thought they did.
Yeah, they probably have like
fucking chocolate flavored hazelnut.
They probably have fig ones.
Like fake Nutella?
Yeah, basically.
What?
I remember the first time.
And honey.
My first my first distinct memory of you, and I tell this every time too, it was one of the Jones parties, and there was somebody out, and it was your dad, my dad, and Big Wes,
right,
out on the island, and there was some other guy there, probably Andy, because he's a pussy.
You know,
Andy
no,
Dick?
it was probably Fred Mitchelson.
Probably, and they were putting they were doing cheese and crackers and pepperoni and stuff with jalapeno peppers, like slices.
Right.
And the guy was talking about how hot they were, and you walked by and your dad was like, "They're not hot. My son can handle them." And you came right over and he put like 4 or 5 jalapenos on a fork, and you're just like, "Oh yeah." Ate them and just walked away, and I was like, "That's the coolest guy ever," because I couldn't even handle Tabasco sauce.
He like puts his shades back on and shit, fucking walks away.
Right, bruh.
He's wearing a suit, like a full suit with fucking...
Oh, okay, yeah, it's all leopard print.
No, it's all made out of like Ray-Bans.
He's got like a pimp hat and shit.
It's like
he's walking with
$80,000
neon orange Ray-Bans. They're fake.
You're walking with like a cane and shit, like
made out of Ray-Bans.
Pimp cane made out of Ray-Bans, yeah.
You have so many Ray-Bans on that you're actually taking the light out of the room, so you can't even see. It was just like blackness, like darkness, like a shadow.
You might not. Well, Mr. Altman.
Yeah.
Dude, he always used to do this really stupid joke where he's like, my son-in-law got me these curtains, but they're supposed to be sun-absorbing, so I'm afraid of opening them, or they'll absorb all the light in the room. It's just like, Mr. Altman, that's like the worst dad joke I've ever heard.
It's a pretty funny joke.
He's probably the worst dad ever.
Oh, of course.
Well, not ever, but...
Dude, he sells pencils for Christ.
What?
Dude, yeah, he goes to the college after he's done teaching at the high school, and he sells pencils for Christ.
Pencils for Christ.
At the campus center.
At the e-shop.
It's hilarious.
No, he's got his own little table and everything.
Pencils for Christ.
Yeah. Like, I wouldn't know about this unless my brother was
I wouldn't have thought that a guy like so adamant about science and physics would sell pencils for the church.
Dude, yeah. He's in like a Christian like motorcycle group.
Didn't he get his
oxymoron and a half?
Christian bikers, yeah.
Christian bikers. It's like
I think he got his like
doctorate revoked.
Yeah, he got like,
because he did one of those weird things in like the early thousands where like they basically took all of your credits and like fist fucked them together to get like,
okay.
Yeah, basically they put it all together and be like, oh well, you've clearly done like a year here, 2 years there, blah blah blah, and they put it all together and like, here's your doctorate. And then like literally like 5 or 10 years later, they're like, okay, that actual website that does all that like shut down, so your doctorate's fake.
That's ridiculous.
I heard about
because now it's like credits only apply to certain areas.
Yeah,
like
well, that was the thing. I mean, back in like 2002 or 5 or whatever, it was kind of like no one knew and no one cared, and you could print out a doctorate.
Credits would always transfer.
Yeah,
it was.
Well, I don't know about that, but like people could get away with shit.
Yeah,
and he did.
I was reading about the College Board.
At least he got away with it for a little while.
He still made people call him Dr. Altman.
Dude, no, I remember it was literally my brother's senior year where it was getting revoked.
The funniest thing was that he did that. Like he wanted people to call him doctor.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh, I'm not a doctor anymore. Keep calling me a doctor though."
Because I had him as a teacher my junior year.
I think I had him as my first class one of my years, and I would never go because I just didn't feel like getting up early enough, or I would just fucking purposely not go to that class because all I would ever do is fucking sleep in it.
I never had
first period was
rough
all the time.
I didn't have physics. I had Mirabito though. Mirabito was like my favorite teacher ever.
He was the best health teacher.
Yeah, I had him. I had him junior year for study hall.
I got
and then senior year for psych and anatomy.
I got
was awesome.
in school.
So I got him like back-to-back periods, and I'd hang out.
I got in school for telling him to fuck off, or I said fuck you or some shit.
Yeah, you can't do that to Mark, dude.
Well, here's the thing. I didn't have a 9th period, so like because I had like short day or whatever. It sounds like you're peeing. So. And my girlfriend at the time had him like for her last class. So I just went in there one day and just sat in the class because I was just waiting for her. And
he probably didn't like that too much.
No, he didn't like it. And so I fucking bitched him out. I told him to fuck off. And then I got in school. I actually got away with it because he didn't know who I was. But then later that day, we had a meeting for Battle of the Bands coming up, and I was staying after school. That's why I was staying there. And I went to the meeting after, and he walked by and saw me. He comes in and asks like for my name and shit, and then I got in school for like 2 days or something.
Well, he would have gotten you eventually, probably. You were pretty distinct, unless you shaved your head.
He wouldn't have found me, dude. I was pretty sly.
No, you were very distinguishable from a crowd.
I don't know. I was pretty slick. Dude.
You had really long, bright red hair.
Catch me. I probably could run faster than him at the time.
You probably no. That guy is.
I don't know. I was pretty fast back then.
He was probably more ripped back then.
Yeah, but
no, I saw Mirabito with his shirt off and went to Seabreeze. That guy is jacked.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter how
2Ks.
It doesn't matter how yoked you are.
Senior girls.
That's true, right?
You got a boat.
I know that's true. That has to be. I've heard it from literally like my cousin Nicolette, who's 38, had Mirabito as a teacher, and she knows people that graduated.
Your cousin's name is Nicorette.
Nicolette. My cousin Nicolette. So it's like 38, 37.
Cousin's named after chewable fucking nicotine.
Fuck.
It doesn't matter how yoked he is, dude. He's not going to catch me. Yeah. If he doesn't catch me.
My brother used to say that there was like 2 or 3 chicks that were like, when he was a freshman, they were seniors. Yeah, I guess they would go on a boat. I'm on a boat.
Yeah, you had to sleep with him because of the implication.
Yeah, if that's the way you want to put it, sure. I'm on a boat.
I remember
that was like the biggest song ever in high school for some reason.
Lonely Island, man.
Yeah.
I like the penis in a box.
Yeah.
Dick in a box.
Dick in a box.
Jizz in my
Boombox.
pants.
That was the one I was
thinking
about.
They did Jizz in my pants. What was the other one?
Because that was the one with Julian Casablanca. Yeah.
And then they disappeared. And now they do stupid commercials and movies and shit.
Well, I don't think they're all doing SNL anymore.
No, Andy's doing Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
That one guy is on SNL. That one dude from Kyle from Good
Kyle
Batman.
Mooney.
Yeah. He used to do Good Neighbor.
Kyle Batman.
YouTube channel.
Close enough.
Yeah. But yeah, I remember hearing about Mirabito sleeping with students all the time. I remember hearing that he would wait till they turned 18.
I mean, as long as he just...
But he would also be like, I'll give you, because he's like an actual doctor and he works at SUNY Oswego and stuff. Well, he works at Syracuse too during the summer. Like he just teaches all the time.
Yeah, but as long as he's only sleeping with them and not fucking them, then he's fine.
Yeah, it's like
what's the difference?
It's like what Gandhi did.
It's like putting the tip in and like
no, you just
go all the way to the balls, or
no,
like
you
what?
You just sleep in the same sleeping bag.
He's sinking with them.
I've never done that.
I slept in a sleeping bag with Scott one time. That was pretty great.
I mean,
I woke up next to Scott once or twice.
I was gonna say,
I think everybody has.
I've known Scott since like first grade, so
it's like
I've
one
been
thing
in, like,
leads to another.
beds with him.
Yeah,
one
thing leads
like
to
what
another.
We're getting at. See, Jake can't handle that. But
I wish
like,
there was no
Paul.
No.
Okay,
I'm just laughing at the like if somebody.
And they just saw that they're like, everyone's been in bed with Scott. And I was like, yeah, I've been in
multiple beds with that man. And it's
yeah,
if you didn't have contacts, it just sounds funny.
I've been in multiple beds with Paul too. What's up with that?
I know that I've been in multiple beds with Paul.
Yeah, that's true.
It's true.
Yeah. He's another one that you definitely at some point you're gonna be.
Vinny is another big one.
I've not.
Vinny and I used to always sleep in the workout room.
Yeah,
because it was the most secluded room.
That was the best room.
Because it was the only guest room, and it was also the only room with a guaranteed lock. Because it didn't lock from the outside.
Right.
So if you locked it on the inside and closed it, and you were outside, you were fucked. And Big West had to go in through the window to unlock it.
Yeah.
Oh wow! I've never heard of that.
Complete flaw in the house. But yeah, I remember sleeping in the fucking workout room, and because they had the dumbbells, and Vinny and I would line the door with dumbbells, so that way nobody could get in, and we could just sleep, and people would leave us alone.
At one point, they even got a TV in there, and it was just way too good.
It was on the wall.
Good. Because everybody else is sleeping on a couch or some shit. I will gladly take the floor if I get like my own room.
Yep.
That must have been like way after I was going to the West, like Jones's house.
I was in high school, and we were sleeping in Wes's room on the floor. That was weird, waking up and there would be like 4 people sleeping on the floor. And everybody on the floor would get up first, and Wes would sleep in till like noon, even though all of his friends were there.
Yeah, that's another thing about that room.
Always.
That's another thing is you can just sleep as long as you want in there.
Yeah, I remember like sleeping on the couch.
It's fucking like 8.
I remember sleeping on the
until Wes woke up.
The long couch that was against the windows, usually like facing on the pool in the living room, and sleeping there, and then like waking up, and at each end of the couch was like like 2 different people like sitting there eating breakfast, and everybody's hanging out, and I'm just waking up hungover, and I'm like, yeah, eggs.
I was gonna say that was the best one. Like I'd wake up and like Wes Senior was already like
starting his day.
A whole bunch of shit though, like so much like bacon,
so much hangover food.
Yeah,
dude,
French toast or pancakes.
He's the one that got me to like eggs. I hated eggs for the longest time, and then he showed me that you could fry them hard.
You can do whatever you want.
It was a game changer.
It's like cheese, dude. You can do
like scrambled eggs.
I take them scrambled. I mean, I'm not good enough to do sunny side up when I actually cook them. So.
Sunny side up is hard, yeah.
It's way easier to scramble them.
Yeah, like I said, it tastes
you just beat the shit out of them for.
I mean, I just don't actually like the taste of just straight yolk. I think that's my problem.
See, I'm the opposite. I like yolk more than the egg whites, yeah.
So, like, I don't mind it being scrambled. And plus, usually I end up just making a patty and just throw it on toast and make a sandwich.
Yeah.
That's the way to do it, really.
Yeah. So, I don't know. That's how I've always done breakfast sandwiches. Good shit.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, nothing beats a good breakfast sandwich, dude. I remember,
I like this transition.
Waking up, especially, my favorite was, like, spending the night on a Friday and then waking up on a Saturday morning, and it would be, like, 7:45, and Big West would just be like drinking coffee, watching like College Game Day before all the college games started. So like everybody would gradually just wake up and watch like college football. It'd be like 11 in the morning. We're all watching like we're watching like South Dakota A&M versus like Wyoming State, like 2 like Division III shitty college teams. It's good times, man.
Because you wouldn't even be really paying attention to it.
No, because you'd just be bullshitting and being hungover.
Yeah. It's just something to like stare at.
Yeah. That's the thing, I haven't had a sleepover with somebody in so long. You know, I remember them now. Like
grown men don't do that.
No.
Yeah,
like
we don't
you
have
tried
I think I literally only sleep over at your house.
Right.
Because I have to. Because you live 18 miles away from me.
Shame. Nobody has pajama.
Is it really that far?
It's probably only like 6 miles, maybe.
I was gonna say, I think I only live like 6 miles outside of the city, and then the city itself is only 2 miles long.
Yeah, so like 80 miles.
8 miles. Yeah, 6 plus 2 is 80.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, what the
fuck? You're the only place I sleep at. Only
because that's understandable.
Yeah, good, because I'm gonna keep doing it.
Whatever. I don't care.
You guys really should have pajama parties.
We have an extra room.
I have onesies, a couple of them actually.
That'd be cool.
One piece pajamas.
That'd be sweet.
One pair has feet in them, the other doesn't.
I like the hoodies.
Yeah, they're nice, but I have like slippers and stuff. So.
You know what? Second thought. I don't think I'd like the footies. My feet get warm I take the socks off.
Yeah, it's like so you can't really escape it. That's the problem.
Yeah.
I hate socks, dude. They're prisons.
The only problem I have with the onesies is you have to zip them all the way down, like when you want to pee, and you still have to like work your way over it too.
I ruined
like,
a pair of
it never
boxers
zips down far enough.
I think women have the same problem with rompers.
Yeah,
they're like full body suits.
Are people wearing those still?
Dude, chicks definitely do.
Sweet.
A friend of mine from like Rochester was actually complaining about it like a couple weekends ago, or she like went to a show and she was just like, that was the most naked I've ever been in like the Bug Jar bathroom. Which, if you know the Bug Jar in Rochester, it's one of
you do not want to be naked there.
It's definitely a very grimy venue.
It's like the Lighthouse it's like the Lighthouse Tavern of.
It's basically the comparison of the Lost Horizon bathrooms.
Yeah,
it's just raunchy.
Yeah,
like you're better off like pissing outside the Lost than you are inside the Lost.
I drink my own piss, so I'm good.
Yeah, you just aim it up and then kind of arc it in.
Yeah, you ever read Misery? Stephen King?
Takes a sip of his Tang.
Drinks his own piss.
I almost did that the other day.
Did you?
Yeah.
You know, it's actually, I mean, you can do it.
It's sterile, and I like the taste.
Yeah.
No, I got really drunk one night, and I had to go to the bathroom. It was like 3 a.m. I was drinking
story out of this.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
No,
I was drinking Hennessy and.
You brought Hennessy the last time you came over to my house.
I bring Hennessy everywhere. Usually, I like it. It's good. I like to bring it. If I'm gonna spend money on booze when I'm hanging out with my friends, I want to spend more than like $20. And if I'm spending more than $20, I'm either buying Kraken or Hennessy.
Yeah.
Or both.
Yeah, because we drank the rest of the still house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was drinking Hennessy mixed with something, but I also had a cheap bottle of the Smirnoff Red, White, and Blue, which is like the blue raspberry vodka.
Gross.
That's
it's probably actually good, but like that just sounds weird.
It tastes like those popsicles.
It tastes like Rocket Pops.
Dude, I remember one of the first times I tried flavored vodka. Scott's older sister was working at the bar down the street from his parents' house. It's like right across from Kingsford Park Elementary School.
The Irish?
Yeah. No. I don't know what it's called. I
can't remember.
I know what you're talking about.
But it's literally like, dude, you can see it from the playground. It's like not that. It's like only a block from his parents' house.
Mm-hmm.
But his sister came home and she had the sweet tarts flavored 3 Crown. Is that
yeah, Triple Crown.
Yeah, Triple Crown. Dude, yeah, sweet tart flavored vodka. And I remember she gave Scott and I 2 shots of that, and that was the first time I realized you could have vodka that didn't taste like vodka.
Mm-hmm.
And that scared me.
Yeah, there's the one that tastes like Swedish fish and then shit like that. There's that one that fucking Pinnacle or something it's called.
Or maybe that's what it is.
Sky does all the weird flavors, and UV does all the weird flavors. They do UV blue.
Yeah, but I don't think it was UV or Sky.
Pinnacle does the weird flavors too, like coconut.
Fucking, and the Swedish
candy.
Fish, dude.
They do the fish. Yeah, it is Pinnacle maybe too.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
I had like Pinnacle cotton candy with just like club soda,
right?
And it was like you were literally just drinking like cotton candy, and it was it was dangerous.
That's gross.
Apparently the big hit now is, and I work with 4 high schoolers, and my sister's a high schooler, and all of them have told me that the big thing, like when I was younger, the big thing was Fireball and Coke or Fireball and Dr. Pepper. Was always at every high school party. Now it's UV Blue and lemonade. They buy the gallons of lemonade from like Stewart's, right? And they just pour it in a big thing, and then they just pour a bottle of UV Blue, and it's like jungle juice.
That doesn't sound great.
I guess I know what you're talking about with Fireball. I did a little bit of Fireball and Coke.
I've only ever drank Fireball straight.
We did Fireball and Dr. Pepper.
I mean, I drank it mostly straight, but Jager, when I was... Like when my brother was like a freshman in college, and I was like a junior, senior in high school, we did Jager and Dr. Pepper a lot.
Oh yeah, we did that last time I was over because it's classic.
Yeah, probably
guaranteed. Well, Jaeger's good because it's actually got like medicinal properties because it doesn't give you an upset stomach.
It's those 56 selected botanicals, man.
Botanicals.
Bionicals.
Well, yeah, because it's in like Germany, it's used as like,
dude, they used to use it like forever ago to like wake up travelers and shit.
It was like it was basically Germany's aspirin.
Yeah, like they would like find people that were like, you know, trapped under like what's it called? Like avalanches and shit, like snow avalanches.
They like they've been impaled.
They'd find them. They'd be like, here's some Jager, and they'd be like, oh, I'm awake, yeah, fine.
They've been impaled and shit. They're like sitting on a fucking spike. Just give them some Jager and they get right off of it.
It's like that. It's like that movie where the girl gets hit by the car and she's pinned between the car and the tree. They give her a Jager and she just pushes the car off of her.
You mean Signs?
Is it Signs? Or if they pull the car back.
Mel Gibson's wife is like pinned. She like dies.
That's Signs. Where if they pull the car back, all of her guts fall out.
Yeah. That's Signs.
I thought it was like a
Mel Gibson's like, fuck you, I'm not.
Wait, so then how come when she pushes it away, it doesn't just
Lifetime movie?
How come when she pushes it? I don't understand though. How come when she pushes it, it doesn't just pull her guts out anyway?
No, because the Jager keeps them in. Because the guts want to enjoy it too.
The guts are like, no, hold on. I gotta try this.
See, and that's the thing too. Is I can tell I can tell who has a good palate and who doesn't have a good palate. Because everybody knows black licorice is objectively delicious.
Yeah.
Which means Jager is objectively delicious.
Somebody went nuts on the horn there. They're like,
yeah.
I love black licorice.
See, I'm not a fan, but like I can tolerate Jager.
Yeah, I can drink.
There's something really weird and doofy about
Probably
it.
because it's like a thick syrup. And it's not like a consistent like.
Also, because it has an effect, I know that it's gonna give me something.
Exactly.
If I'm eating licorice, like I'm not gonna get anything out of it.
Yeah, it just tastes like crap.
Yeah.
I remember Cass Barney gave me a whole Ziploc like quart of. Him and Danny bought like a giant thing of like mixed jelly beans, and they picked out all the black licorice ones because neither of them like black licorice. And he told me that he had a Ziploc bag specifically full of all the black licorice ones, and it just came up in conversation one day, and he gave me the whole Ziploc bag. Gross. So here I am walking to Wes's with just a bag of fucking black licorice jelly beans.
The orange ones are the best ones, dude. Orange jelly beans.
Pink.
I don't eat jelly beans, man.
You don't even like Jelly Bellies? The ones that are like the 58,000 flavors or some stupid shit like that?
I mean, I've had them, but like I don't like go out of my way.
It's pure sugar, so it's a good thing you're not eating them.
Right.
What about the ones from Harry Potter? Every flavor.
You ever buy those and put them in a relative
have like skunk flavor, and
earwax?
Dude, yeah, they have like a game now where you do like Russian roulette, and you basically eat like shit flavored.
Yeah.
Or, like popcorn, or like
somebody got that for Christmas this year, and I was like trying it. I lucked out.
Some like cousin of a cousin of mine had it a couple of years ago, and I was just kind of like, I don't like that.
Yeah, I lucked out when I ate it. I don't know. Like, they give you two different flavors. It's either going to be something good or something wicked.
They're the same color or something?
Yeah, they're the same color. And you pick one of the two, and you basically are taking a chance.
I like the game. It's like Russian roulette. You roll a 6-sided die, and you have a razor blade, and whoever rolls... Like, if you roll a 2, you have to give yourself a 2-inch cut on the palm of your hand.
What the fuck?
And if you roll a 6, you have to do a 6-inch cut somewhere on your body.
Okay, Anthony Bourdain.
Doesn't sound fun at all.
What the fuck? Like, seriously.
It was on Parts Unknown. It was Game Boards Unknown.
I don't remember that.
I don't either.
It's like, oh, 5, shit.
Damn it. It comes with like a little fucking ruler.
It's just like 300 Band-Aids.
Yeah. Stitches. Yeah, it's
Ecto Cooler.
Yeah.
Can we talk about how shitty Cards Against Humanity really is?
It's bad.
I mean, I've literally only played it once.
The problem is like
it's not. I don't think it's bad.
That's because you've only played it once.
Yeah, exactly.
The problem is
it's like Bananagrams, right? Or no? Maybe?
What's that?
What's Bananagrams?
Like the same thing, but just not like sexual and like adult.
Oh, it's kind of like apples to apples.
Yeah.
Same
okay.
thing,
yeah. Then not like Bananagrams.
So it's one of the fruits or vegetables.
Yeah, one of those
like
games.
Yeah. Well, it's like it's annoying because as soon as you're with a group of friends and you play it once and everybody has a good time, whenever you get together, you're going to play it every time.
Yeah.
Like, as soon as you get bored for 3 seconds, somebody's going to be like, let's play Cards Against Humanity. And it's like, sure. And you start having fun, and then you realize, oh my god, this is so predictable.
Yeah, because it always ends up being the same like cards. Like, and you might as well just play Charlie McDennis. You know what I mean?
It basically gets to the point, like, where it's whoever laughs, like, whichever card gets the most laughs always wins. But it could be like, you could have a joke that is 100% like completely perfect in a way.
Did you ever play the meme one?
I refuse. No. Is that the one?
There's like a picture.
Cat,
and it's like the most basic fucking memes. Like the fucking old guy with no teeth or whatever the fuck it is. Like, it just gives you like a random meme photo, and then you
have to add a phrase to it.
Yeah, you get like a hand of phrases or whatever. And you have to match
just remember the one time I played, I actually came up with a hilarious one. It was like come up with like a fancy like French like restaurant dinner dish, and like basically it was like 2 cards, and it was just like it ended up being like Natalie Portman filled with flying sex snakes. And it's like, that sounds delicious.
It really does.
I would eat that.
That doesn't sound bad.
I'd watch you eat that. And then roll around on the plate after.
As long as it's with Natalie Portman.
Yeah. Is she alive or dead with the snakes inside of her?
Both.
Schrodinger's Portman.
Yeah. Actually, can we change Natalie Portman to Winona Ryder?
Only if it's Winona Ryder from Alien Resurrection.
It's the same one. It's the same.
No, I want her to look like that.
No, I wanted her to look older, like she did in Stranger Things.
Aged.
What's that?
You never seen Stranger Things?
No.
Watch Stranger Things. I'll just end it there.
Yeah, you should just watch that.
Yeah, watch Stranger Things.
Is that the one with the upside down?
Yes.
Okay.
It's worth it. There's 2 seasons, and they're both great.
Never seen it.
Definitely worth it if you have Netflix.
It's too scary.
I'm actually the only American. I'm the only American without Netflix.
Oh, that's cool.
Then put it in your
You can pirate it. You should just pirate Netflix.
Things that are on Netflix that you can watch. The new Fooly Cooley Progressive.
Bravest Warriors is pretty cool.
I haven't watched that forever. I've watched like the first season when it was on. It's still on YouTube, right? Oh.
It's gonna have Joey Diaz did a special.
Yes.
He's on Bravest Warriors?
No, he's going to have a Netflix special soon.
Oh.
Taped it already.
I don't care.
You don't care? It's Joey Coco Diaz.
Oh, it's Coco Diaz. Okay.
Yeah, Joey Coco Diaz.
Yeah.
I guess, man. I don't know. Shit. Whatever, dude.
Shit. Alright. Well, I guess that's it. We never talked about music, really.
No.
Wait, we're done? Oh, we're doing 3 parts.
We can do another part.
I don't care.
It's up to you guys.
I mean, it's only 7:40.
I have nothing going on.
I mean, either.
We're killing it. We've been talking about Velveeta cheese and fucking
Winona Ryder.
Cards Against Humanity, so...
I love
it's things
Do you really?
She's beautiful. Like,
really?
I mean,
it's like Cameron Diaz, man.
We're really tackling the hard subjects tonight. You know what I mean?
What kind of eyebrow movement is that? You don't make that eyebrow movement to Cameron Diaz and Winona Ryder.
Which Cameron Diaz?
Eyebrow.
Present day?
all Cameron Diaz's. What kind of question is that?
Natalie Portman.
Yeah, the Mask Cameron Diaz. No, I'm talking about Charlie's Angels Cameron Diaz, now Cameron Diaz.
Spider-Man.
Shrek Cameron Diaz.
Yeah, she was Mary Jane.
Shrek.
No, she wasn't.
Yes, she was.
What? Which
No,
one?
she wasn't.
Yes, she was.
Look that up.
Who was it then?
Maggie Gyllenhaal.
I guarantee you it wasn't.
Which Spider-Man? The
Kirsten
new one?
Dunst.
That was Kirsten Dunst. Yeah.
Kirsten Dunst.
Oh, that's who I'm thinking of then. Which one's Cameron Diaz then?
She's the one from Shrek.
Was
Yeah,
she
You
something about
love
Mary?
Shrek.
Yes.
Okay. Well, who's Kirsten Dunst then?
Spider-Man.
She's not Spider-Man.
They're the same person.
They're pretty close.
No.
No.
They're not the same person biologically, but
They look nothing alike.
One of them's in Shrek.
There's
That's
like
all I know.
at least like a 10-year age difference. So yeah.
I guess we're going to go find out which one's the one in Shrek. Clear Shots Podcast is available on any of your favorite podcasting websites or applications. You can check us out at clearshotspodcast.com to hear any of the episodes. Also, follow us on Facebook. I think it's facebook.com/clearshotspodcast to get there. And you can also check us out on Twitter at clearshotspod. Thank you for listening, and we will see you next time.